The squalid SRO that stank of urine and onions is gone. This hotel's clean. Exterior bright with fresh white paint. No boards covering broken windows. The stained glass is clear and new. It's a gorgeous building. And it hasn't looked like this in over 50 years. "Stay here," I say, and before he can try to stop me, I pull open the door and step inside. The foyer is just as new as the outside. It's quiet. Through the door, I can see that it's night outside. I can barely hear any traffic. Almost as if there was no traffic to hear. A doorman in a clean red uniform apologizes to me for not getting the door. There's a bellhop standing at attention next to the front desk. The cage around the front desk is gone, as is the kid, who's been replaced with a pudgy, middle-aged white man in a three-piece suit. The Harrison hasn't looked like this in decades. The floors are polished, the lights are bright, the chandeliers dusted. An enormous Christmas tree stands in one corner of the lobby. This is all bizarrely familiar. It reminds me of the ghost of the Ambassador Hotel, but where all of the people there are merely puppets, extensions of the Ambassador itself, I think these might be the real deal. I reach out and poke the doorman in the shoulder. He looks at me like I'm the weird one and takes a step back. "Sorry," I say. Just making sure." I can feel a couple wanderers outside that I hadn't felt before I walked through the door. Another point in favor of we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. I head up to the desk with the concierge. Cravat and gold pocket watch chain to go with the suit. He's a little plump, a little bald, but he's full of warm smiles and, from the smell, quite a lot of liquor.
"Good evening, sir," he says. "What can we at the Harrison Hotel do for you?"
Am I hallucinating? I doubt it. Danny saw it too. I don't feel any magic, but that doesn't mean much. Lots of things don't trip that particular sense. But there is something. That buzzing just under my skin, like my body's too big for the skin it's in, has gotten more intense. Everything's tightening, hands clenching. "Sorry to bother," I say. I smile as best I can and hope it doesn't come across as some kind of Joker rictus. "I was wondering if you knew the date." At this point, all three of them are looking at me funny. I'm wearing a suit, but compared to them, it's decades out of place. Although the issue might also be all the blood on it.
"December 22nd,
the concierge says. He and the bellhop exchange worried glances. Odd question, I know, but what year?
I'm sorry?
The year, I say. What is it?
1924,
he says. Thanks. I turn around and let the doorman open the door for me.